and welcome back to another Marvel's Avengers news update video. And in today's video, I'm going to go over everything that we found out during the last week of the developer stream. So if you guys didn't know already, we did have a few developer streams last week, starting from I believe the 9th until the 12th. Now the first three streams were they replayed the Reassemble campaign on the PS5, and then on the Friday, that was on the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then on the Friday, they did a Hawkeye reveal showcase stream. And of course, you know, during these streams, they do give out some pointers, a few hints as well. You know, without going into too much detail. But you know, apparently they did get into a little bit of trouble from saying a few things. So I'm going to go everything that I found out during these streams. So I apologize, this video is going out a bit late for you guys. I do apologize about that. But we do have a lot to get through, and a few videos that I'm going to put out over the next couple of days for stuff that is coming into Marvel's Avengers as well. So if you guys are going to enjoy the video, if you guys are going to enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, turn on post notifications if you guys haven't already. But now let's get straight into the video. So as you guys can see in the background of the video, that is the gameplay of what we saw from the Hawkeye reveal, or these gameplay reveal stream, and what he what basically what happened was they played a little bit of Hawkeye. Showed off some of his abilities. I'll go through that in a little bit later on, but you know, they didn't show us any of the, you know, Mastro fight. Obviously we have seen some of that in some leaked gameplay, of course, but we're going to go back to Tuesday of the first stream and go over a few things that was mentioned. So first of all, there's a lot of talk about the harm rooms. Now a lot of this I already have said, you know, commented on in some recent videos, but I haven't gone through all of it. So starting off with the harm rooms, so of course we know that there are new custom harm rooms coming with the Hawkeye update, patch 1.5, coming on this Thursday or Friday if you're like me in Australia. Comes out on Friday morning. So first of all, new environments for the harm rooms. So of course, you know, it's very bland. I get quite bored when I play the harm rooms. I don't really play the harm rooms as much because of this, because it is very bland. It is just, you know, just blocks. And there was talk about, will there ever be, you know, new environments for the harm rooms, like possibly like environments that we see, but you know, in the harm room itself. And the simple answer to this question was yes. So it doesn't really give us too much detail. All that we know now is that there are new environments coming. I don't think that means it's going to be coming in this patch, so to say, but I do believe that it will, you know, basically reinvent the harm rooms, because of course this custom harm room that are coming on in this new patch is just the first step of them reinventing the harm rooms themselves. Going on with that, the custom harm rooms are single player. Now I know a lot of people aren't really happy with this. I think in the future it's possible that we'll go into multiplayer for the harm rooms, but we're gonna have to see about that. Something that I think was really happy for a lot of people, if you guys didn't know already, in the Kate Bishop DLC Taking Aim game, in her DLC, there was new gear, but it was only available for Kate Bishop. So that includes, you know, the ISO-8s, the actual gear itself, and the exotics as well. It was only for Kate. There was nothing new for the, you know, original 6 heroes. But in Hawkeye's Future Imperfect DLC, there will be new attainable gear for all current heroes coming in this update. So it's very good. So of course, with new gear comes with new perks. So there's definitely going to be a lot of new stuff to, you know, not just for the new character Hawkeye, but for older characters as well, which is really fun. Campaign replay, you know, a lot of people have been excited about this one. You'll be able to keep your power level, but in this case your enemies will scale up, so you won't lose any power level or your skill level, but enemies will scale up. So if you go and play 150s, you won't be, you know, obviously when playing the A-Day mission when you first started the game, you know, there was, you know, very easy enemies, but you know, obviously you were very low level, but these will scale up depending on your power level. So there you go. They also commented that we have not seen the end of MODOK. Now this has been teased off before, that MODOK will be a villain sector. Is this going to be coming in Future Imperfect? We have no idea, but it was obviously leaked that MODOK will be a villain sector at some point, so I definitely think that this is what they mean by that. There's also multiplayer fixes coming in patch 1.5 as well, it was revealed, so hopefully this does mean that they are looking forward to the Omega level threat missions, and of course AIM Secret Labs, because of course there's been a lot of multiplayer issues is why they haven't actually brought that out yet. So hopefully once that, you know, those fixes come in the patch, then they'll hopefully see if they can actually you know, bring them out essentially, because I know a lot of us are waiting for that end game content. I know that's what's surely lacking for this game is end game content. There's also going to be a digital showcase. Now this digital showcase on March 18th will show some trailers, gameplay videos, and announcements for all of Square Enix's games, Marvel Avengers of course being one of them. So there has been a few things gone out by this. Now I know I'm very excited about this, guys. If you guys haven't already, definitely I've already put a scheduled stream out, so I'll be reacting to this. Of course this comes out as well as Hawkeye on the same date. I don't know when Hawkeye will be releasing, but we know that the digital showcase will be at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is about 3:30 a.m. for me in Australia. So it's going to be a very long day for me that day for sure. But actually the marketing director and the Avengers Twitter account said to tune in. Now of course they're obviously going to say this because, you know, they want everyone to tune in, but it does seem like there's a lot of hype going around for this digital showcase. Now this does not mean it is not a war table by any means. It's going to show off other games as well, from Square Enix. But Marvel Avengers is definitely going to be a big one of them. I think a lot of us will be tuning into that. Like I said, I'll be doing a reaction stream to it, so you guys can go. You know, if you guys want to come and, you know, see my reaction and have a bit of talk about it as well, that'd be a lot of fun. Also, Marvel Games, Danny Wu said watch out for the sky, or watch the sky out for this one. So Danny Wu is of course part of Marvel Games. And the Marvel Games don't really talk too much about Marvel's Avengers. They haven't really tweeted out too much about that, but they definitely said watch the sky for this one, so I think it's definitely going to be a big one. Now I know I did say this for Hawkeye's DLC that, you know, we were expecting a lot more. I was definitely expecting a lot more for Hawkeye's DLC. This doesn't mean that we're not going to get anything. This doesn't, you know, in my honest opinion of what we're going to get, I think we're going to get teased about a new hero. Obviously that is either going to be Spidey or Black Panther. I definitely think we'll maybe even show both of them in a sense. You know, obviously maybe not gameplay, but maybe a trailer or something. I'll go into later in this video. But they are already working on new biomes. They did say that the Wastelands biome is basically a skin over, obviously with a few more, and including a few more textures and details and assets. But they are actually working on specific new biomes, so completely new areas of the world map. Obviously for future DLC. Obviously for Black Panther, I should say, we're definitely going to get Wakanda, and I think that, you know, that's obviously a given. So that's definitely going to be a new biome that we're going to be getting. But I think one of the big things that I think they should, if they haven't, you know, I think if they don't do this, I think a lot of people will be upset, but I think if they need to release a roadmap, or at least tell us what is coming at not a specific time, but what is coming after another thing. So say, I don't know, just giving my thoughts out there, guys. So say if they say Black Panther is going to be coming out in May, then Spider-Man's going to be coming out in July, or, you know, something like that, you know, or, you know, given a 3-month gap maybe. So, you know, within summer we're going to get Black Panther and Spider-Man. In autumn we're going to get, you know, or sorry, fall I should say, we're going to get Captain Marvel and Vision. Obviously we don't know if they're going to be coming in the game or not, but, you know, that's just my theory. If they're not going to actually show us a roadmap, or they can't actually show us a roadmap, at least tell us what is planned on coming for the future, just so that we know. Now going on with this, guys, as well, for everyone who, I don't want to seem too well, I don't know really what the word is there, guys, but I don't want to seem too misogynistic, I think that's the word for it, but everyone who said that this game is going to die, that this game is going to collapse, I am very glad to say that you are wrong, because they have come out in I think it was Friday's stream, with the Hawkeye stream, and they said, we understand, they have, but assured we are committed to the future of Marvel's Avengers for years to come. and we have been working on a whole lot of things which we're very excited to reveal. Looking forward to seeing you there in the next gen. Now, this is going to obviously upset quite a lot of people because a lot of people like to see this games fail, but for most of us, for the majority of us, this is great news. Now, I've always believed in this game. There's been a lot of games like this that have, obviously had a really bad launch, Battlefront 2 being one of them, and they've come back over the course of the live service game. Now, this is definitely what is happening with Marvel's Avengers, and I cannot wait for the future of the game. Especially since, they said at the start of the year that this is going to be a big year for Marvel's Avengers, and with that confirmation, guys, the game is going to be staying, and content is going to be continually coming for years to come. Now, they have said this out on stream. It was a Crystal Dynamics PR rep who actually said this in the chat, so this is confirmed, guys. I don't think we can get any much clearer than this. This game is here to stay for years to come, and I am so excited for that, guys. Now, moving on with going into the Clint, I should say, live stream that they did. There was a few things that I thought I should pick up. Obviously, we're going to get new UI. We've already seen this before. So new UI is coming into patch 1.5, which is very exciting. It looks really nice. The combat designer also said that Clint was originally going to be a copy of Kate. It's basically a clone of Kate. Now, I am so glad that they didn't do this because, of course, obviously, a lot of people aren't really happy that we've got two archers. Obviously, in the first two heroes of the game's launch are two archers. People already weren't happy about that, I should say. But now that, they're basically going to be a clone of each other, I think that would have probably destroyed what was left of the Marvel's Avengers community. Obviously, I would have still kept playing. People would have still kept playing. But it would have been worse than what it is now. So I'm so glad that they drifted away from that. I'm very happy about that. Phil said there will also be some cool stuff in the digital showcase. So even Phil, who is a big representative for Marvel's Avengers, said that we should look into this digital showcase. So there's a lot of hype coming up for this digital showcase, guys. So I'm thinking that there is going to be something big coming, and I cannot wait. It definitely seems like, obviously nothing's confirmed, but something this big, obviously a roadmap, new heroes, like stuff, game-changing stuff, looks like will be revealed at this digital showcase, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. We also a few things about Clint. I will be doing a separate video going into more detail with Clint, hopefully tomorrow or the next day before the actual update releases, going everything that we know about Clint. So if you guys make sure to go check that out when it does release. You can pet Lucky, of course, which is the dog that we see in the trailers. So you will be able to pet Lucky. That was a little cool thing that was added. Hawkeye will have his own loading screen as well, which is very cool, that we have seen in that Hawkeye gameplay that you would see in the background for you guys. Now his assault ability, which is of course Night Storm, where you shoot an arrow up in the air and it basically rains down on enemies. Now this is three effects. It will either be shock, Kyro, I should say, or plasma. Now each effect obviously will do status damage, and shock and Kyro will basically pelt enemies with shock, and obviously shock will disrupt enemies. Kyro will slow them down, and plasma basically creates a massive whirlwind of fire, like a fire tornado essentially, and does continuous damage, and it does last for quite a while, guys. And obviously you'll be able to push these further up. You'll be able to add more damage to them, do more abilities to them, basically with your skills make them how you want it. And I can't wait. I don't know which, the plasma one definitely looks like the best to do more damage, but it depends if you want Clint to be an assault hero or you want him to be a more defensive or support hero essentially. Now his support ability is a healing ability, obviously, where he shoots an arrow straight down, and it will be AoE only. So wherever he is, there will be an area of effect where he is, so you can't shoot off somewhere in the distance to go and help an enemy, but it will be around Clint himself. So if you want health, you got to stay around Clint for this ability. Now the ultimate ability, which sounds crazy, it applies shock damage, which is already crazy, because shock damage increases the critical attack chance for the you know, for your attacks essentially. And it seems like, if I'm wrong, I don't know if I saw this correctly or not on the stream, but it can go, his ultimate ability can go up to 24 enemies and attack 24 enemies at once. I might have seen this wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in the comment section below, but that is insane. And if you do it, that is if you use 2 arrows, obviously, and the first, if you just use 1 arrow, it will continually pummel 1 enemy. So this will be great against bosses, great against high level and high health characters as well, which are, you know, very exciting to see. So definitely, Clint definitely does look like a lot of fun. Definitely the Hawkeye that we've all known and loved in the comics. A lot of his skins are very cool as well. A lot of skins have been revealed this past week. Like I said, when I do that Hawkeye deep dive video, I will go over all that as well. And last but not least, his traversal, he'll be able to wall run a lot like Cap, and he has grapple arrows, which I think I pretty much said we were going to get from the beginning. It just makes sense. You know, you see it in the MCU, you see it, you know, in the comics. Grapple arrows are the way that we're going to do, and you know, it definitely looks like he's like kind of like Spider-Man, or like Black Widow essentially, where, you know, he just puts out a grapple arrow. But the animation does look very cool, guys. If you haven't guys seen it already, you should be able to see it in the background of this video, if you haven't seen it already. But there you go, guys. That is all the info that I could find. There was probably some stuff that I did miss, so you know, put it in the comment section below, guys, if I missed anything from these streams. But yeah, that is everything that we found out from the streams. Now, this is a very long video. Apologies about that, guys, but I thought I should let you know. Just put it all into one video instead of doing separate videos per day. I think this is a lot better for you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click post notifications so you just don't miss out on any Marvel's Avengers content in the future. Join the Discord and follow me on Twitter, guys, to keep up with that date on all things Marvel's Avengers and all content on this channel. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you guys in the next one. And as always, happy gaming.